So I guess if we're going to talk about casual magic, we kind of got to go back to where it all began for me, which is about 30 minutes north of where things exist for me now. And I thought it would be fun to do a little on location. Show you guys a little bit of the state that I love. It's a little windy out, which is unfortunate for outdoor shooting. I'm hopeful that I can find a small pocket safe from the wind, but casual magic to me is foundational. It's where everyone should start. It's what gives you your strong roots in the game. A lot of memories driving down this road. It's a drive home every night from my job, which is I used to wash dishes, and I would spend a lot of that money on magic cards. That place has since burned down, or I'd show it to you. Burned down by the owner, actually. Definitely a cool, crisp Wisconsin day. It's a great day to reminisce. Great day to have some coffee. Pretty sure I only drink coffee in the winter time, or really the fall. Just tastes better, and it's hard to describe, but I don't really have a taste for it in the summer. Who wants to drink hot coffee in the middle of summer? Not sure why all these trees are cut down. I don't know about this wind. Or about this tripod in the wind. Very expensive camera on a very crummy tripod. I don't understand. So that White House in the background is where I learned how to play Magic. It's the upstairs closest bedroom over here. I definitely remember. The uncut sheet of Revised on the wall. It's my cousin Adam, or Bubba, telling me how to play. I'm gonna try to go downhill a little bit here. Maybe out of the wind. You know, the thing about casual Magic is that it is whatever you want it to be, right? It's, my memories of it was basically having sleepovers, combining all of our cards and those crummy white boxes, and just building decks and battling and building another deck and trying to outbuild the other person. And you didn't really care about what got played at the Pro Tour, or, you know, that stuff didn't even really exist then. I mean, I was 14 years old. But I can remember building just about every kind of deck. I mean, I had a Minotaur deck, a Goblin deck, a Priest deck, a Thrall deck. I mean, any theme you could think of was competitive-ish in casual Magic. I mean, it's basically a wide open format. For you to just have fun. And that's why I think my roots in Magic are so deep. It's because of all the fond memories I had battling. And I kind of feel bad for people that have never played casual Magic. You know, go down to your bulk box and build like 3 or 4 decks. And then have your buddy go down to the same bulk box and build 3 or 4 decks, then go at it. It's a different kind of Magic. What got me really thinking about this was this weekend at GP Madison, or this past weekend. I played a format called 93-94, or Old School Magic. Granted, when I was playing, I wasn't playing with Mox Rubies or Black Lotuses, but a lot of the cards that I did use, like one deck's win con was Serendib Ifrit. The deck I was using's win condition was basically Savannah Alliance. That's how it was. You just built a deck with what you had and you battled it. I think my first introduction to competitive play, I didn't really like it that much. I liked playing to win, but nothing really beats laying on the floor with all your cards combined with a couple of friends and then just sifting through it and building deck after deck after deck and just having fun. And I feel like everyone should try to make time for some casual Magic, because I think the burnout level of competitive play is so high, right? Competitive play is so expensive and so like draining on players. For a lot of players, it's not even fun. You hear them complaining about it. I never complained about losing, you know, with my Royal Assassin deck or my Force of Nature deck. It was just fun. You just went back to the box and you found some more cards for your deck and you built. And that's really the crux of casual Magic for me. Even now, I just basically still play draft. I don't like being limited. It's windier down here than I thought it would be. I would hunt here with my dad back when I used to hunt. Now I don't really do that anymore. You know, there's something about when you play casually and you just buy packs and then almost every card in that pack has a home in one of your decks. You just can't replace that. I mean, EDH is probably the closest thing, but even that's pretty competitive and kind of daunting to get into, right? I just think it's probably too hard to like go back in time and play casual Magic. But it's what kept me in the game. I think if you just play strictly competitive, you get burned out and it's easy to walk away. And who could blame you? Standard decks costing $600, $700, $800 now. Nothing beat winning with your Thrall, the All Fallen Empires deck, or, you know, I think my first competitive deck featured Fire Elemental and Earth Elemental as my big creatures. I mean, that's the house. That's a house where it all started for me, and I think the reason I'm so passionate about Magic nowadays is because I built that community in myself. And I think even nowadays I definitely want to get back to those roots a little bit more, because I kind of miss just valuing every single card, you know? It's a nice fall day here. It was just nice to open a pack of 15 cards or 10 and having like 4 decks to put them in. And casual, I mean, a lot of people can even say that drafting is casual, you know? That's not really casual to me, but it's a fun experience. And I would love to hear how you started playing Magic, and if you played casually, you know, building decks, not being limited by, you know, this is back before the internet was even really a thing for deck building. You'd use Scry magazine, but then you built decks based on the cards you had, because there was no real easy way to go buy cards. It was just, you had your local card shop, but they didn't have everything, and you didn't have money. So it was a game of, you know, could you get the same effect with a cheaper card or a card you already had in your box? And that creativity, I think, is what makes me good at Limited, for sure. But, you know, grab a 900 box, throw a bunch of cards in there, build some decks, see what you can do. And I think if you are playing on a level playing field, it can still be very fun. I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on casual play and hear some of your memories. about how you got started. You know, I think too with casual Magic, you look at value a lot different. So when you play casually, having a valuable card was important because you could trade it for cards you wanted in your deck, and I think you were more likely to trade, and you didn't care so much about the dollars and cents. Now, if you're all, you know, you could get sharked that way, and I definitely did when I was young, but I didn't care. I look back now like, okay. But at the time, I would happily trade an Underground Sea for a Siobhan Dragon, or something like a Fork. Like, that's as good as it got. Like in my burn deck, I knew that I was like a couple of cards from an awesome deck. Something like a Gauntlet of Might, or a Fork, or Ball Lightning. And my deck was good even without it. It was very difficult for people to beat it. But I didn't care so much about being the best in the world, you know? I just wanted to beat the guy next to me. Beat the kids at school. And you know, if you were too good, people didn't want to play you. And that was a reality. Nobody wants to play the kid with a back then, you know, $50 deck or $75 deck, whose older brother plays the game and maybe has ascended to the competitive level and gives his little brother or sister cards. And you know, when you play casually, I just feel like you get so much more out of the game, you know? You know, when I used to work out here, I would drive out here and eat lunch. So I wash dishes like 5 minutes away from here. Spend my time looking for fish. Don't see any yet. But this would be a great place to play some casual Magic right there on the deck. You know, and that's what makes casual Magic so great. I used to carry my deck around in a Ziploc baggie and just in my back pocket, right? I didn't care if I was bending stuff up. I just cared about playing. I was ready to play wherever, whenever. Nowadays, you know, with competitive Magic, everyone's got expensive decks, expensive deck boxes. I mean, you're carrying around $500, $600, $700. You don't want to just throw down on a pier and play Magic, but to me, that's how Magic should be played. I don't mind the competitive scene, but I think it taints the game.
enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, check out some of our most popular playlists, from MTG vlogs, sick gameplay videos, new product breaks, and some insane vintage openings. I upload 3 to 4 new Magic the Gathering videos every week, so if you haven't already, please take a moment to crush that subscribe button to join one of the fastest growing Magic the Gathering channels on YouTube. Talk to you later.